Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Joe Mixon fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
46. Gun.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. At 25.
Here go 46.
All you get is a headache.
26.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Switch. We're going to 53. Hey, kill. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 36. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And some room. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Hey, we go kill. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the left side here for Eifert. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
Under.
Kill. Turn up.
Here we go 47. 26.
Mixon with a first down carry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here we go 46.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
First down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check safety, check safety.
On 1st down, Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Kill. 47. Shit. Wide. Get wide.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Hey, 47.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brissett to Gordon, out left. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action now, Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They'll run here with Mixon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Bullock's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run it here with Gordon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
Let's go!
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Gun.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 20.
Off the play fake, Prescott. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott now. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Crunch.
Under. There we go. Kill.
Check 24.
Nixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
26.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here we go. 47. 26.
From the 31, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Going to 54. Line in.
Check 52.
Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go. Check 37.
Bang. Kill. 47.
Watch quick.
26.
On the run, it's Mixon. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
47.
On play action, Prescott. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a gain this close.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. It's caught. Beckham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, 47.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike.
In your face.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And able to find Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to
Sweat. Sweat. Hey.
Get that quarterback.
Here we go. 46. 46.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Slam. Slam. Slam.
26.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott will let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 1-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of his end zone, Brissett. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And Allen's got it! And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Brissett on first down. Throw to the right here to Gordon.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 2. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Watch twist. Switch it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Back to it.
We're going to 54.
I'm coming. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Showing it.
47. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Watch
the whip. Joker.
Then we're going to 53.
26. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put the